a minute after the shooting, they have this, Iran issued a assassination plot. It's unrelated to this guy who acted alone. Like we said already, you don't know if he acted alone because you can't get in his phone, okay? In fact, I think a lot of you guys know he didn't act alone, all right? Then we have them come out with this Iran assassination plot, an hour, 2 hours later. And what I thought yesterday was that this would inspire some sort of retaliatory attack against Biden. But what I actually think might happen here is that they could potentially blow up Mar-a-Lago or blow up an entire building full of 50, 60,000 people to kill this dude and then blame it on Iran. And they accomplish a number of things by doing that. One, they get Trump out of the picture. Two, they get the war they're trying to get. They get that. Three, they probably believe that they will get Trump's base to focus on a war with Iran, and that's how they want to get the American public behind a war with Iran. But that's not going to happen because his base believes that it's Biden and co. and Soros and everybody that is doing this. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to motherfucking reality. Guys, today we have Andy and DJ
cruise the internet.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to cruise the internet. That's what CTI stands for. Why did you do it that way?
What?
You threw me out of my rhythm. All right. Let's start the show. Pay the fee.
Yep.
That's what happens when you throw me out of my rhythm.
Don't be bad and don't pay the fee.
Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
Okay. We'll just start it that way.
What's up, man?
Nothing, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess,
Well, you know what it was? I bought a van.
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
Yeah. You're about to need one, though.
Bought some crystals? Why?
Because you're going to, all them kids you got.
Dude, Alex said she had a dream we had like 7 kids. I said, you're out of your fucking mind.
You know what they say about black guys?
What's that?
They don't know how to pull out.
We know how to pull out the driveway. See ya. No, man. Hey, it is what it is. What's going on with you? Anything new?
No, not really. Just, just doing a thing, man. Trying to keep up with all the stuff going on, and it's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's overload.
Dude, I was playing around with the SEC today.
The SEC.
Yeah, Securities Exchange Commission.
Yeah.
And doing some little, research on my own. I know it's not highly advised by our
No, you should never do your own research.
But I did, so we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah. Yeah, man, nothing really new, dude.
Yeah.
Just got done training a little bit ago. Gonna try to knock this show out and get the people 2 CTIs this week since our schedule got messed up.
Going back to back.
Yeah. Yep. But what's going on?
I thought a good way to start off the show is when those people like freak out in public and they just like, they call them Karens, but I feel like this is like a higher level of a Karen.
Oh, you found like the final boss.
That's actually a good way to describe this this person. That's a good way to describe them.
The final boss?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a final boss. Let's check it out. Before we get to our headlines, guys, Spirit Airlines, they're having some issues. Headline reads, Spirit Airlines gate agent has meltdown on passengers waiting for delayed flight. Everyone's going to shut up. It's pretty bad.
What would you do if you're literally waiting on the plane and some I can only imagine what this person looks like.
Describe her. Oh, this would be good.
She's 5'5".
Okay.
Wide.
Okay.
And 5'5" tall. And really loud. Mouth like a softball.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
got the tall part. She's more on like the protein deficient side.
Oh, she's a vegan. Got it.
She needs to eat something.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see it.
Let's check this out.
Yeah.
So this happened in Hollywood, California, of all places. where passengers were waiting to board a
Completely
flight.
normal place.
Yeah, completely normal. The flight had been delayed for over 8 hours.
God dang, man.
What?
I forget how good these are. I haven't had the orange in a while.
Quick message from our sponsors.
We don't do ads,
Mhm.
but if I were to do an ad, it would definitely be for this amazing Orange Sunrise Energy, First Form Energy, the best energy drink in the history of Earth.
Mm-hmm. They're like Thanos' rings.
Bro,
like
the orange one is just so good, dude. Mm.
Yeah. What's it taste like? You got to describe
It's
it.
It's like Orange Crush,
Like an
orange soda.
explosion in your mouth.
Sure. Yes, indeed, it is. It's like a big orange explosion right in my mouth.
Right. Yep.
Anyway, so Hollywood's weird.
Yeah, Hollywood's weird, man. But
Yeah.
bro, they were waiting on their flight for 8 hours.
Okay.
All right. Now, personally, I don't think I could have waited longer. Like two. You got about 2 hours before I started getting a little irritated. But these people waited 8 hours before they even started questioning.
Uh-huh.
And this was their response. Let's check it out.
All right, now, y'all gonna get on this plane or not?
Yes, we do.
All right, so everyone's gonna shut up, and we're gonna say this once, and we're only gonna say it again because we're frustrated as hell.
I mean, dude, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
Fuck no. She's taking control of the situation. I bet those people, they're all standing around her running their fucking fat mouths.
I don't know, man. I don't
Bro,
feel
they
like
ran out of fucking Cheetos. She didn't get any, apparently. And she's pissed.
She gonna yell at you like that?
She's frustrated. No. but she wouldn't have to because I'll make her laugh.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all right.
I got some Cheetos for you. Yeah. You know how you make her laugh?
Huh.
Say, hey, listen, just calm down. That's how you get the women to stop their shit, man.
Yeah, just
tell them to calm down. You're overreacting.
Chill out.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You're overreacting, dude.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just
These young bucks are going to go out and say that shit and get their ass beat.
just make sure you drink a grape smash before you do that, and you'll be good. So that way you can deal with any consequences. But side effects may vary.
That was horrible.
Was it?
Yes. Move on.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that was a little overreaction.
I like it.
Part. You liked it?
Yes. If I were her, I'd do the same thing, but only I would do that all the time.
I feel like she probably does do it all the time because her partner there, she seemed unaffected.
I think I think she's taking charge, man. I like it.
Interesting.
All right. You're all going to shut the fuck up or you're not getting on the plane. That sounds like she's been listening to Real AF. She's probably a fan.
She might be a fan.
Yeah.
She might be a fan. Yeah,
I like it. I respect it.
Doing that boss voice.
I respect it.
All right, guys.
We need more of that.
Yeah, more of this.
Yes.
All right, we'll see.
Bro, people are rude.
People are kind of
People are rude. Yeah. They treat people of service industry and any kind of service job, whether it's food or dealing with information or like these people, like, bro, they treat them like shit. You know, and I know people are gonna be like, well, you haven't, they're mean to us. Well, yeah, bro, they gotta deal with assholes all fucking day. It's the same thing as police officers, dude.
But see, I would raise you one here though, because I would say this was probably like one of the same ladies who would scream that same shit about masks. And
I guarantee it. Well,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like we got off on like a 2-year.
Yeah. There's that. She does look like a masker.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck her. I changed my mind.
Everybody's gonna mask up.
Yeah. Like, you're going to shut up and not get on the plane. See, I had a problem with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
All right, I take it back.
Fuck this lady.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, cool. Let's see what our headlines have in store for us. We got quite a bit of interesting things happening, both in the country, around the world. So some locally. Let's talk about it, guys. Remember, if you want to see any of these pictures, headlines, links, videos, articles, go to andyfrisella.com. You guys can find them all linked there. And so with that being said, headline number 1. Now this is an update on our previous CTI yesterday. There's been some extra new information that has came out. So let's do another little review on this assassination attempt, because like I said, there's no more information that's come out about this, and I think this stuff is interesting. First little weird thing, the director of the Secret Service went to the RNC, and I don't understand the point of that. It didn't really make a lot of sense to me. She got called out by one of our senators, Marsha Blackburn. She called her out. There was actually a pretty heated video, pretty heated exchange that happened there on video that was actually posted by Blackburn. But basically, she was in the RNC, and you can hear Senator Blackburn, or I'm sorry, Senator John Barrasso saying, "I've called for your resignation." Barrasso told Cheatle to her face. Quote, "So either you resign tonight or start answering our questions right now about the death threat to President Trump and allowing him to go on stage in Pennsylvania at a time when you had already been alerted." Here's a clip.
This is exactly what you were doing today.
This
on the
was
call.
an assassination attempt. You owe the people answers. You owe President Trump answers.
And by the way, these are Secret Service agents escorting her. So. Yeah, and like there's a longer video, and like there's actually one point where they like usher her into a room, and then like they block it off. And he's like, "Is this how this is gonna be?" And a Secret Service agent responded, "This is how it's gonna be." So it's just very interesting stuff. That video was about 4 minutes long. You guys can find that on Senator Blackburn's Twitter account as well. But what they're referring to, there was a briefing call that happened yesterday. There was about a 30-minute briefing call between the FBI director Christopher Wray and the Secret Service director Cheatle. It was a 30-minute long conversation that happened that was opened up to both representatives from the House and senators in Congress. But there was a problem with this. It was only 30 minutes. It's one of the shortest briefings that they said they've ever received from an intel agency or government agency. And there were only 4 questions that were allowed to be asked during that. And so that pissed off quite a few people. Senator John Barrasso, who was in that clip as well, he said, quote, "This was a 100% cover your ass briefing." He told Hill reporters after the short briefing on Wednesday, quote, "The head of the Secret Service needs to go," he added. Quote, "Briefing was awful, not enough time for questions." Another representative continued. Yeah, so that's what they're all pissed off of. Senator Mike Lee, he said, "Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheatle needs to step down immediately. Today's mostly information-free briefing only confirmed that. What little information she gave us was at once deeply troubling and glaringly incomplete." He then continued saying, quote, "At least 3 of us, Senator Blackburn, Senator Cruz, and me, had sought recognition to ask questions and were in the queue when they arbitrarily cut the call short." So they just stopped answering questions. And so it was definitely interesting. Now, one of the things, one piece of information that came from this briefing that I thought was interesting, Andy, I'd love to get your take on this. Politico reported this, but this is apparently one of those, a piece of information that came from the briefing. Quote, "On July 6th, the shooters searched for information on where Trump would speak on July 13th, as well as for information on where the Democratic National Convention would be held. His phone," this is what's interesting, "his phone used encrypted platforms linked to Germany, New Zealand, and Belgium. The Bureau, the FBI, has sought information from 30 companies and is waiting on responses from more than a dozen." Now, I thought that was just interesting. That is weird to me, and I'm not like currently aware of any special encrypted apps that are going to be linked to those 3 countries. That is interesting. Not sure what that means. But in light of other news, man, did you see the guy that tried to?
Before we get into that, I thought they couldn't get into his phone.
Right.
I thought they said that. How do you? First of all, they reported immediately that he acted alone. Okay, and then they reported literally in the next breath that the Quantico and the Pentagon and everybody couldn't get into his phone.
Can access it.
So how do you know he's working alone if he can't access his phone and he doesn't have any social media at all?
Yeah.
How do you know?
You don't.
Okay.
You don't. But he's working alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, bullshit. Now I thought
These people are very sloppy, dude.
bro, and that's the thing, and like this is why I said yesterday they were banking on Trump being dead right now.
I agree,
because there would have been so much chaos that nobody would have cared about these little intricate details of the situation.
That's right. It would have got brushed over.
Nobody would even.
There would
thought
just
about
be
it.
too much.
Too much chaos.
Too much chaos.
Way too much chaos. And, but and by act of God or whatever you guys want to call it, Trump is still here, which means that these questions people are asking.
Yeah.
Because we're not in chaos right now. And so that's interesting. Now, I thought this was also funny, too. The guy that tried to assassinate Reagan, the famous Reagan assassination?
Hinckley?
Yeah, John Hinckley. He tweeted this out: "Violence is not the way to go. Give peace a chance."
Is he being sarcastic?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's out now, though, I think.
He is out.
Yeah.
He's like playing, ukuleles and shit now.
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Like, of all people.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Dude, you know that he did that because he was obsessed with Jamie Lee Curtis, the actress, and he was trying to impress her?
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah, he thought if he killed Reagan, she would like him.
Jamie Lee Curtis, though?
Well, back then, bro, she was like a thing.
Was she?
Oh, yeah, dude. Back in the 70s, she was like it.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I guarantee. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, she was like the thing.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Her and John Travolta and all like that era.
That was it.
Oh, yeah.
Bush and all.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Full Bush. Yeah. Bush heavy.
Yeah, Bush heavy.
Yeah. Not Bush right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. Now, this is where I had to put my investigator goggles on, right? And I did some.
So it was like
work.
your beer goggles?
Huh?
It was like your beer goggles?
A Bush Light goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
you got them Bush heavy goggles.
No, but I had to do some digging, and I should put an actress here. That was definitely
an
difficult.
actress.
What is it called?
You're gonna put an actress there?
What's it called?
An asterisk.
What did I say?
You said you're gonna put an actress over there.
Is that what I said?
Well, let's play it back and see what he said.
Is that really what I said? Oh, fine. Put an actress here.
All right.
We'll put one of those.
So you're
little
gonna
things.
axe the actress?
I'm gonna put an access here.
Okay.
Because this computer thing, I'm still having some challenges.
I know it's like reading; it's hard.
It's difficult. It's difficult, and but we covered a little bit yesterday on yesterday's episode about this shortage that this put on these stocks that happened on Donald John Trump's,
bro.
Right? And we because we didn't know who did it.
No, by the time I think yesterday when we were recording, it hadn't really come out yet.
No, it was new information. But we got some stuff here.
Yeah.
And the company, the company that did it, is a company that's based here in America, based in Austin, Texas, called Austin Private Wealth LLC. Now, I guess we should lead first. The company has put out a statement.
Mm-hmm.
This is their official statement. They put this out yesterday, July 17th. The statement reads, quote, "The SEC filing, which showed that Austin Private Wealth shorted a large number of shares of Trump Media and Technology Group Corp., or DJT, was incorrect, and we immediately amended it as soon as we learned of the error. No client of APW holds or has ever held a put on DJT in the quantity initially reported. The correct holding amount was 12 contracts, or 1,200 shares, not 12 million shares, as was filed in error. In submitting the required report for the second quarter of 2024, a multiplier was added by a third-party vendor that increased the number of the shares by a multiple of 10,000 for all option contracts, not just DJT. We did not catch the error before approving the filing. We filed the report on July 12th to reflect our positions on June 28th. We amended it on July 16th. Then they continue to say, quote, "We deeply regret this error and the concern it has caused, especially at such a fraught moment for our nation. We are committed to full transparency and maintaining the trust of our clients. As such, we are reviewing our internal procedures and our processes with the third-party vendor that assists with SEC filings to better understand how this happened and avoid similar issues moving forward." Now, I'm not a calculator, but 1,200 versus 12,000, isn't there like an extra zero and a comma?
12. Oh, yeah.
1,200.
12 contracts, 1,200 shares to 12 million.
Right.
Not
I mean,
Yeah.
well, in the contract sense, it's 1,200 versus 10,000. Like that was the
Yeah.
they added. And isn't that the difference in numbers or something? Like the place of the decimal point, you subtract the 2 and multiply.
Yeah. What I'm trying to figure out is, did they actually file this? So this is
actually filed.
So, and then they're saying, "Oh, we made a mistake,"
And they amended it.
Okay, so we accidentally executed that guy.
Right.
Sorry, we weren't supposed to.
We tried to. We thought it was gonna be successful,
Yeah,
and it wasn't.
yeah. So do they lose all that money that they bet?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think there's going to be some SEC repercussions here, right? Because I mean, at the end of the day, that money's gone.
Well, who's
the third party?
Well, no, who owns this company?
Well, that's interesting you say that, Andy. So I did a little digging. Austin Private Wealth, and this is where this shit gets really, really deep. And I know we try to be careful. These are all this. I can't. This is not speculation. These are real facts. We'll link all of this stuff here for you.
But it's important to state that the show
is
speculation.
Show is speculation. But these are the most verified sources you can get. These are straight from government websites. These are government filings. Everything I'm about to show you, these are real things. There is no bullshitting this. All right. But I looked into this. So APW, they manage about $1 billion of market share, essentially, of stocks, portfolios for about 1,200, almost 1,300 clients. Now, there's this form, it's called a 13F, that kind of puts together a lot of stuff that kind of shows, who they're who heavily invest, who they're managing, what clients they're managing, who's the main shareholders and stakeholders in this company. And, you look, and there's some common ones, the ones that I don't, really attribute to much. There's Google's on there. They have quite a few. And if you look here, you can kind of see the amount. This is the number we want to focus on here. This is Apple's, they got a couple of different ones, 20,000, 28,000, right? Like not a big contributor, but they're in there. Apple's in there. Of course, of course, Meta's in there. Right. And again, you look at Meta's number. I mean, it's nothing too crazy. 4,400, 12, like these are equivalent to 12 shares, 4 shares, right? Like small numbers, nothing too crazy there. JP Morgan Chase is in there again, 8 shares, half of 1 share. Like these are nothing too crazy, but then it gets interesting. BlackRock. I've heard that name before. Have you heard that name before, Andy?
Yep.
Let's look at the difference on these numbers. That would be the equivalent of about 800 shares of this. Mm-hmm. That's a big number. Mm-hmm. That's a big percentage. It's a big percentage. Who else is in there? Man, Vanguard. That's Vanguard. And it shows them divided up because Vanguard breaks themselves off into trust and all these different, entities, all under the same thing. But a shit ton of shares by Vanguard too. I'm like, man, that's interesting.
Now, who's behind Vanguard?
What's that guy's? It rhymes with Oros. What's his name?
I think it's the same guy I said yesterday was responsible for this, most likely.
Is it Georgie?
Yeah.
Georgie Soros, man.
Yeah, and then do we remember what his son tweeted?
With the glass breaking?
With the glass breaking and the $47.
And then the
bullet hole through the glass.
And the place that the shooter was on was a glass place, like they manufactured glass.
That's right. The building that the shooter, who can't shoot, was a glass
manufacturer. Isn't that interesting? And then BlackRock had a commercial with the shooter in it.
So you have George Soros, who's heavily invested in Vanguard, and then you have Vanguard owning the most shares of this fund. Then you have Alex Soros tweeting a picture with a bullet hole through the glass and $47. When the shooter was standing on a glass factory. I'm sure it's nothing.
Sure it's nothing. BlackRock's heavily invested in this.
I mean, who are the people that have really turned against Trump over the last 4 years in 2020 and then through? I mean, you got Meta, you got Alphabet, you got BlackRock, and you got Vanguard. All of those guys owning the company that supposedly shorted Trump's stock the day after or the day before he was assassinated. It's almost like I said that yesterday.
It's weird. Now it gets even deeper. So there's a like I said, JP Morgan Chase are also in there a little bit, right? JP Morgan Chase, for those of you guys who forgot, they're affiliated with Epstein.
Yeah.
They are the money bank that was facilitating all of these payments for Epstein.
Yeah, and remember when the governor of the U.S. Virgin Islands tried to subpoena them?
And they got
Biden flew down there that day. And fired her.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Now let's get a little deeper.
The same day
that
she filed that she was going to do this.
Unexpected trip for no reason.
Yeah.
Like it was not even like scheduled, like an emergency trip down there. Now it gets a little deeper, man. So on the SEC's website, you can, again, we'll link all of this stuff for you. Austin Private Wealth, this is their company snapshot. This is a list of their 6 approved managing members for this company, right? These are the brokers who are making these trades, right? Now, most of these people have been there. You know, there's a few from 2019. That's the majority of these guys. Now, I want to say all of these guys came from one other company called Ameriprise, which is another institution that does stock trading. They actually manage like almost $500 billion in assets. It's insane. And you'll see the same similarities there. But one guy in particular stood out to me. And it's this last guy here, this Joshua Charles Dovrak. Okay, I'm like, man, you know, he's fairly new to that company. He's fairly new into their ranks there. And I'm like, okay, well, who is this guy? So I went and I found this IAPD report, which is what the SEC puts together on every single broker. Again, this is all public information. You guys can find this here. And it's a report. It's a couple of pages that shows, you know, his history as a broker, where he bent to, any negative marks they get, like he was terminated from fudging some stuff when he was with Fidelity. It shows that he's a current registered member for Austin Private Wealth. I'm like, man, where did this guy come from? Who is this guy? That's interesting. And guess what? Guess what came up? JP Morgan Securities. And guess when he was there, Andy? During the same time Epstein was moving the money. Now, that may be nothing. It might just be a big coincidence. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, sure it is.
But that's fucking weird.
Yeah, well.
That's fucking weird. Now, another interesting thing that I should point out here, when you go to austinprivatewealth.com, you know, you'll find this, and they put that notice, that statement right up front and center on their homepage. This is a screenshot of their homepage. But I checked out.
Yeah, because they know they're caught.
They're fucking caught. But on the top, you know, they have all these different tabs. And there's this like in the community tab, right? I'm like, man, like, you know, Austin's a pretty liberal place. Most people know that about Texas. Like that's where a lot of the settlers went. Let's see what they're doing in the community, right? I thought that was interesting. So I went to the community page, and scrolling down, I was surprised, not surprised, to see, you know, they contribute to a number of organizations: the American Cancer Society, the Austin Symphony, Boy Scouts of America, the Jewish Community Center, Shalom Austin, ACLU, the ADL, the Congregation Beth Israel, the Austin Jewish Academy, or my personal favorite, the LDF, which is basically BLM on steroids for Austin. They helped get off a lot of those protesters that were charged with destroying our country. They defended these people for free. Andy, what do we make of all of this? What do you got on all of this?
I mean, look, anybody who can't connect the dots here or refuses to connect the dots is being willfully ignorant because they don't want to accept the reality. You know, there's a lot of people out here right now who are saying that this was a false flag. Dude, you can watch the video from the multiple angles. And this wasn't like Trump throwing a ketchup packet on his fucking ear like some of these morons are trying to say. Also, like I said yesterday, there's nobody in the world good enough to shoot someone's ear off a moving target from 150 yards away. All right? Nobody, not a single person could do it. And it shows the ignorance these people have of firearms and what can be done and what can't be done. And then you see the other angle where the spectators were in the range of fire and taking fire. And you see the one guy in the stands get shot. it is what it is, dude. I mean, we've watched for the last 8 years them villainize this man, demonize this man, attack this man, destroy his reputation, try to paint him as a criminal, try to cancel him, try to impeach him, try to ruin his reputation. They've literally brainwashed a percentage of the country, and I think that percentage is small at this point. I think most people see through the BS. But they brainwash people based around things that were completely made up, like the Russia collusion, and we could go on and on and on. And they haven't been able to stop this guy. And the more they push to stop him, the more he grows. And that's because people can more clearly see what we're dealing with. We're dealing with tyrants. And it's good for us that we're dealing with incompetent, sloppy tyrants,
yeah.
Okay? Because we could see what they're doing. And I think the game is up for these people. I think everybody pretty much understands what happened. They're just trying to figure out who. But I think breaking down who is behind that SEC filing and that short on DJT stock is pretty fucking accurate to who's been attacking them the entire time. Okay, so
who would benefit? I mean, we're talking about $500 million.
Look, dude, there's no reason to skirt around it. These motherfuckers did this. They were planning on fucking getting this dude assassinated. They wanted to try to make a bunch of money, and because they were sloppy, it's now being exposed, and it's being exposed in real time. You know, when they did this stuff with JFK 50 years ago, 60 years ago, whatever that was, there was no internet. There was only one narrative that could be presented. Now we have, you know, thousands of cameras that were on that scene. We have the ability to communicate information instantly. It's just not the same environment, and they're trying to run the same play, and it's exposing them at every chance. And like I said, dude, I think, you know, yesterday I said I think they might be trying to create a retaliatory action against Biden, but I don't think that's what they're going to do. After kind of observing what's happening here, my opinion is obviously they're going to try again. They cannot have this guy win. You guys have to understand that. Like,
at any cost.
Yes, this isn't over. They're not going to stop. They are not going to allow this guy to win. He's not going to win. Whatever happens here, patriots and Americans that want this guy in office are going to be called to the line of action for him to get into office. That is a reality that everybody has to accept. It's not going to be peaceful. They're going to cheat. I think, the minute after this thing happened and they said, oh, this guy was a lone shooter. We don't know that. You don't know that either. And you actually know he's not, because you guys are the ones that allowed it to happen. So a minute after the shooting, they have this, Iran issued a assassination plot. It's unrelated to this guy who acted alone. Like we said already, you don't know if he acted alone because you can't get in his phone. Okay? In fact, I think a lot of you guys know he didn't act alone. Mm-hmm. All right? Then we have them come out with this Iran assassination plot, an hour, 2 hours later. And what I thought yesterday is different than what I think today. And, that's what happens when you think about things. You change your mind, right? And what I thought yesterday was that this would inspire some sort of retaliatory attack against Biden. But what I actually think might happen here is that they could potentially blow up Mar-a-Lago or blow up an entire building full of 50, 60,000 people to kill this dude and then blame it on Iran. And they accomplish a number of things by doing that. One, they get Trump out of the picture. Two, they get the war they're trying to get. They get that. Three, they probably believe that they will get Trump's base to focus on a war with Iran, and that's how they want to get the American public behind a war with Iran. But that's not going to happen because his base believes that it's Biden and co. and Soros and everybody that is doing this.
Not only that, when they realize even if it is Iran, how do they get here? Oh, the border that you left wide open.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So, dude, I don't think that's what I think they're planning.
I can see that, man.
Yeah.
I can definitely see it.
And I don't know if that's, I've just been working this out and working this out and working this out. And that makes the most sense that accomplish the most stuff for them. and keeps them in a good spot. So, here's the reality, guys. They're not going to let you guys think you got it in the bag and this guy's just going to walk right in and all that. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. They're not going to allow him to win. You guys who are voting, you need to figure out how to get everybody that you know to vote for him so that the margin of winning is so big they can't cover it with their cheat. I feel like this is almost a false climax for Trump's people. Like they think, oh, we got it won now. Mm-hmm. And dude, that's where you lose the game, when you think you got it won. And I think it's very important for people to realize that.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, man. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments, man. This is we'll stay following this as more stuff comes out, man. We'll see what happens. But let us know what you guys think down in the comments. With that being said, let's go check out some of these, man. Let's go cruise some. This first one comes from at Indie Will Fitness. Says DJ doesn't want to go deep sea fishing because he thinks he might like fish dicks. I like fish sticks.
Yeah.
Fish sticks are cool.
Fish sticks?
Fish sticks.
Yeah. Do you like goldfish sticks?
I like goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, goldfish are good, bro. The extra cheddar ones?
Oh, the crackers?
Yeah, the crackers.
Yeah, they are.
You like
good.
crackers?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you're all what you eat.
Mm-hmm. I do like crackers. I like them better than fucking pig's feet, motherfucker.
I don't eat pig's feet, bro.
Yeah. Well.
wait. How did you? That's not. You could have said like fried chicken.
Pig's feet. Chitlins. Pig's feet. You don't even know that movie. You know the movie, don't you, Joe?
That's
I like chitlins. I like pig's feet.
That's Friday.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Come on.
We'll put some water on that shit.
All right. Next comment comes from at Jasmine PZ for your who. She says setting is at a black cookout.
Okay.
All right. The topic was Trump versus Biden.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Equals some stress. And she says there was only two of us there was only two of us, if that made any sense. So I'm assuming there are only two people for Trump. She says she asked the other guy, hey, do you watch Andy and DJ? Him, quote, real as fuck? Hell yeah. I like this girl. He then yells out, don't be a hoe. Me, share the show. We instantly became family.
That's awesome.
That's fucking pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I didn't get the invite. Did you get?
I don't get invited to these things.
To the cookouts?
Yeah, because you're racist.
You could go.
I feel like I'm discriminated against. I don't get invited to any black cookouts.
I don't get the s'mores parties.
I invite you over all the time. I just don't have s'mores parties.
It's true. All right. Yep. Yep. Next one comes from Samir. The Samir comment? I think this might be Samir.
Well, if it is, the internet will go out.
This is gonna piss them off. At Smur, no, it's Smur. I don't know. 121. When Andy said, "I've got an idea. Let's move this to the end of the show," I literally screamed, "What the fuck, Andy? I've been waiting for this episode since Saturday. Love you guys. Hashtag don't be a hoe." Yeah,
I'm glad I got somebody with that.
Yeah, a couple people.
Yeah.
Let's check out this. We got one more for you. Because I think this is important to address.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to clear the air for us.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm not the only person that did some research. At Noah Alexander 10, Andy, I remember a few episodes back when you said you didn't listen to Taylor Swift. I caught you red-handed, brother. MFCEO episode 5 says different. Quote, I listened to her basically because she's hot. No hate, just
that was a different Taylor Swift.
Oh, it was a different.
Yes. That was a different Taylor Swift.
Oh,
she was country back then. That's a different human. That's different.
Okay. That's all you got?
Yes.
That's the story? All right.
Yeah, wasn't me. Wasn't me.
All right, man. Appreciate you knowing, man. You keep doing that research. All right.
Hey, get in there and block Noah.
He's blocked.
Yeah, block that motherfucker.
Yeah. Guys, let's keep this cruise moving. We got headline number 2. This is an interesting one. Let's talk about Biden a little bit because there's some interesting stuff happening in the White House literally as the show is recorded. Obama turning on Biden. Apparently, he's pressuring the president to drop out right now as we speak. So former President Barack Obama is pressuring President Biden to reconsider his 2024 run for re-election, according to a new report. Obama and Biden have only spoken once since the president's debate debacle on June 27th, but stressed during that conversation that his old running mate's chances of beating Donald Trump were, quote, greatly diminished, the Washington Post reported. The 44th president also stressed that while Biden's legacy was important to him, only his former vice president could make the call on whether to stay in the race. It says, quote, and of course we know Biden's stance on this. Now, we got wine drinker Nancy. She's apparently now flipping on this as well. Pelosi told Biden he'll lose to Trump and take down House based on polls. This just came out. These are conversations that are happening right now. Pelosi's now encouraging him to drop out. Not even encouraging. Apparently, and according to these inside reports, they're like strongly telling him to drop the fuck out of the race. And it's not just him; it's everybody pretty much on the Democratic side right now that are all singing the same tune. Now you know Jack Posobiec. I forget how you pronounce his last name. Posobiec, Jack. Cool guy. He's an insider. He knows a lot of these people inside of the White House. All these people. I mean, he has some friends in some places. He tweeted this out. He says, breaking, massive drama right now in White House. Kamala advisors straight up telling Biden advisors it's time to pass the buck. Exact words used per White House official. This is the first direct open confrontation at the senior level, which is also interesting because at the same time, Trump put out a statement about this. Trump campaign issues funny response after Kamala Harris commits to VP debate with J.D. Vance. This was their statement in response to Kamala. Quote, we don't know who the Democrat nominee for vice president is going to be, so we can't lock in a date before their convention. To do so would be unfair to Gavin Newsom, J.B. Pritzker, Gretchen Whitmer, or whoever Kamala Harris picks as her running mate. Damn. All right.
That's funny.
Now, and Biden is like seriously declined, even just within the last 24 hours. He's falling up the stairs again, having issues getting inside the car. And apparently, his defense secretary, Austin Lloyd, Biden called him the black man because he couldn't remember his name. Here's a clip. Have you seen this?
No.
Oh, bro. Here's a clip.
And so it's all about treating people with dignity. And it's about making sure that, look, I mean, for example, look at the heat I'm getting because I named the Secretary of Defense a black man. I named Ketanji Brown. I mean, because of the people I've named.
Dude.
Bro. Corn Pop's
dude,
coming out.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is he's been like this the whole time, dude, and so many people defended it. I don't buy this shit from the people who support him. No. You guys knew he was like this the whole time. You guys don't recognize the damage you're doing to your own lives by continuing to stand on that side of the line with these people. You're good people, bro. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that you have misconceptions about Donald Trump or things that you don't like, or maybe there's some true things you don't like. But at the same time, dude, you have to look down the line and you have to look at where the future's going to go. And dude, these guys are intentionally ruining the country. This isn't about you being right or having to stand strong and dig your heels in. There's a time in life where you say, hey, I was on the wrong side there. And this is a great opportunity to do so because it couldn't be any more clear.
Yeah. Well, now there's this whole talk. Apparently he comes out today saying that, he has COVID now.
Yeah. Well, dude, did you see like 2 hours before that, he said that the only way that he would step down is if he had a medical condition. And then 2 hours later, he's got COVID.
He's got COVID, even though he's had this cough for weeks now, apparently. Yeah. Now he has COVID, even though he's, triple, quadruple, 10,000 octagon deductible boosted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird. He's not wearing a mask, even though that's part of the protocol. He's not wearing a mask. And like I said, man, he was struggling getting off the plane. A Secret Service agent had to like push him inside of the beast because he didn't have the strength. Like, there's some weird shit happening, man. I think they're gonna drop him. Kamala steps up to save the campaign dollars. The question is, who do they keep her in as the lead on the ticket? I don't know. What do you think?
Dude, look, man. I don't know. I don't know. I know this. I would almost love to see Kamala get nominated because I would love to see. She's going to be a disaster just like him,
bro.
Like, she's worse. She is less popular than Biden.
Way less
Nobody
popular.
likes Kamala. Okay. And like the race baiting shit that she always stands on is not at the top of importance anymore. People have moved past that for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So yeah, I don't know, dude. I still think they're going to figure out a way to get Michelle Obama in as the uniter, like a voice of reason. It's their only chance of actually pulling a fair election off. But I think they know, and I think we all know, that it's not going to be a fair election, which is why I keep saying it's important for anyone that wants to get us out of this to go get everybody that you know that hasn't voted to vote. You know, there's hundreds of thousands of gun owners, registered hunters in every single state that do not vote. How is that possible? You know, you guys have to get engaged this time, and it's not a joke. So, yeah, man, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I know this. If I were in charge of their team, I'd be figuring out a way to get Michelle Obama in there because, dude, even though, you know, I think a lot of people don't like her, there is like this little sect of people that are so up Obama's, you know, ass about everything. They think Obama's still great. And I think a lot of people voted for Joe Biden because of fucking Barack Obama. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I think she's smarter than Kamala. She speaks better than Kamala. You know,
she can run the power eye.
Yeah. She can dunk a basketball better than Kamala, you know? But like, dude, you know, she led the league in sacks last year. She beat Michael Strahan's record.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, dude, you know, I don't know. I think that if I were on their team and I was serious and we had only one chance to win, that would be the person I'd be putting in.
Now, would you still run the double ivory, the double ebony?
Yeah, for sure. The ebony, the old ebony and ivory.
No, like double ebonies.
No, I'd run the ebony and ivory.
Who would be the ivory?
Mike Allstott.
Mike Allstott.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd have him lead blocking for Michelle Obama.
He was a bruiser.
Actually, I'd have Michelle lead blocking.
Probably blocking for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Listen. This is going to be very, very interesting how this plays out. I just keep thinking about those hundreds of millions of dollars they got in campaign dollars.
Yeah,
they got to save that.
Yeah, right. Exactly, and that's what I think dude. I think there could be a double switch here. I think it could switch once and then again. I could be completely wrong on that, but I could see them putting Kamala in to get through the DNC and then having something happen to her and then picking someone else.
Oh, man. We did it, Joe.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, that'd be crazy. We'll see, man. Guys, tell us what you guys think. Who is going to be the Democratic
it's probably going to be
nominee?
It looks like by what they're all saying that it'll be Kamala and Gavin Newsom. But I don't know how you could put Gavin Newsom in there.
Yeah.
After what he's done to California. And everybody knows it, dude. Even the left knows it.
No,
so
it'd be a lose-lose.
He's an easy target to attack. The only problem with Newsom is that he has no problem blatantly lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he doesn't get flustered when you hammer him with facts. It doesn't bother him because he makes up his own facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if you have someone like when we watched that debate with DeSantis and Newsom, DeSantis would hit him with shit that were real facts, and he was just like, that's not true. This is true, right? And he just makes some shit up, and then at the end of it, he goes, and that's a fact. And like, dude, I'm sitting there watching this. I'm pretty well read on what's going on, and I'm texting, like people that I know that are in government, and I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, bro, this is just straight up lies. Mm-hmm. So You know, and dude, you can lie to people who aren't paying attention. They don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Especially if you got the charisma, which he has.
Yeah, he does.
He has. I'll never forget when they asked him about the fucking fence that they put up when China came to town in California.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we put the fence up because it's a fence. It's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what?
Well, then one guy was like, so you just cleaned up the city for Xi Jinping? You're not going to clean it up for your own citizens? And he goes, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, oh,
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the kind of dude he is.
That's what he is, man. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's for sure, man. Guys, tell us what you guys think on this topic. Let us know down in the comments. With that being said, let's get to our third and final headline. Headline number 3. This is an interesting one. And I don't really know what to make sense of this. So let's see what we got here. The headline reads, former CIA analyst charged for acting as secret agent for South Korea intel in exchange for gifts. Now, South Korea is supposed to be one of our allies, and we protect them from little angry guy.
Yeah.
Why would they be doing counter spies on us? Like, why would they have a double agent on us? Now.
Wait, so she gave away trade secrets?
Sold us out.
For sushi. It fucking says it in the headline. Accepted luxuries like handbags and expensive meals at sushi restaurants. You think I'm over here being racist? She's Asian. She's South Korean.
Listen,
DJ's over here thinking I'm fucking.
I'm like, bro, you went sushi. You were in the back pocket on that one, dog. Like, what the fuck? It says it. It does say
it. It
that.
does say it. Yeah. And she does look like she likes sushi. What?
She's not bad.
I mean,
I'm just saying,
sushi.
Spy on me all day, you know what I'm saying? Just kidding.
Sushi.
but yeah, so
she wants your sushi roll.
You got a Missouri roll for you.
DJ, give me that spicy tuna.
That's sick.
I want that fried eggplant roll.
Right, yeah, right. There you go. Yeah. I got the good old Missouri roll for you. South County roll, baby. I love you, babe. I'm sorry. Jokes, podcaster, The Justice Department has charged Sue Me Terry.
Sushi.
A former CIA analyst and senior official at the National Security Council with acting as a secret agent for South Korea's intelligence service in exchange for luxury gifts that they made. Terry, who's married to the liberal Washington Post columnist Max Boot, accepted luxury gifts, including handbags, expensive meals at sushi restaurants, and $37,000 of funding for her public policy program on Korean affairs in exchange for pushing South Korean government positions during media appearances, sharing private information with intelligence officers, and facilitating meetings to allow South Korean officials to be granted access to U.S. officials, the Justice Department said in an indictment. Quote, as alleged, Sue Me Terry, a former CIA and White House employee, subverted foreign agent registration laws in order to provide South Korean intelligence officers with access, information, and advocacy. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said in a statement, quote, Terry allegedly sold out her positions and influence to the South Korean government in return for luxury handbags, expensive meals, and thousands of dollars of funding for her public policy program. Yeah, I don't really get the angle here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to be protecting South Korea, helping them out, Taiwan, all of that shit there, and then they got double agents working for us for sushi. It's like,
that's weird.
It's super weird, man.
Yeah.
It's super weird. Now, I will say this. I do know that it is a common practice for like our, for other countries who are not our allies to have, these type of operations happening here. Like what?
What else is like, very common?
What?
For our strongest ally, the strongest ally of the United States of America, to have hundreds of dual citizens in our government, but they're not getting in trouble for accepting anything.
No indictments there.
That's weird. So they're allowed to come in and talk about the benefits that we get from serving this other country, doesn't matter which one,
Right.
this other country, and saying that they are our greatest ally and they can be dual citizens and they can, do all of these same things, go out to dinner, get gifts. And what are they doing in return?
Right. Interesting.
So we're going to go after Sumi Terry for her sushi rolls. And we're not going to go after the other people?
You can't do that. Don't.
What?
Why'd you say?
What? I don't get it. Well, I mean, it feels like we could be racist since this is racist. I mean, this is racist. They're going after the Korean, but they don't go after this other group of people.
That is racist. Okay. All right.
So I'm getting an invite to say some racist things.
That's racist.
And it's the best jokes are racist.
They should have gave her a Mitsubishi. Suzuki.
Don't laugh, karate.
Yeah, man, listen, it's weird. Now, in another move, I told you I'd bring this back local. Speaking of spies, do you remember a while ago we covered those Chinese police stations in the United States?
Yep.
Right, and how they, they cracked down on some in New York, San Francisco, California, right? Apparently, we have one in our own backyard.
Where?
And AG Andrew Bailey, homeboy, squad, our guy, he's going after him.
Good.
So headline reads, Missouri expands probe into Chinese service center with alleged ties to Beijing. The Missouri Attorney General has expanded its investigation into the Chinese service center in St. Louis after his office found evidence that this Chinese outpost has violated Missouri law. Quote, our investigation centers on allegations that the Communist government of China is attempting to establish a footprint in the Show Me State, said Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey in a statement issued on July 17th. Mr. Bailey issued a civil investigative demand to investigate the Chinese service center's actions and failures related to soliciting and reporting charitable funds in Missouri. His office, quote, has reason to believe that the Chinese center has, quote, engaged in, is engaging in, or is about to engage in deception, fraud, false promises, misrepresentation, unfair practices, and or the concealment, suppression, or omission of material facts in connection with the solicitation of charitable funds, according to the release. And he says he's taking it very, very seriously. This investigation. Last year, Mr. Bailey first launched an investigation into this outpost in Missouri following reports that a powerful agency of the Chinese Communist Party, the United Front Work Department, runs at least 7 outposts on U.S. soil. The agency advances the CCP's interest abroad. And so, yeah, we knew they were all over the country, but apparently there was one here, and Bailey's cracking down on that now, too. Anything on that?
Yeah, they should listen.
It goes back to what you were just saying, man.
Chinese government or any government should not be able to own property in the United States.
None.
Period.
None.
Especially farmland. Especially farmland. You're going to give our enemies control over our ability to grow our own food, right? This goes for all nationalities. The reason America's fucked up is because it's not serving America first. Okay. And all these politicians that get online and get on TV and say these things like, this country is our greatest ally, like they're saying about Israel nonstop. Bro, these people serve Israel's interests for funding for their campaign. I don't know how hard that is to understand. And it doesn't matter if it's Israel or if it's Germany or if it's China or if it's fucking
Mozambique.
It doesn't matter.
No.
It should not matter. It doesn't matter. Dual citizens should not be able to serve in our government. They should not be able to take any money from any foreign government for anything. Foreign governments should not be able to own land in this country for any reason. And government officials should not be able to work with these people in any regard whatsoever at all. Everything should be from America, for America, by America, for our interests, not theirs. And dude, this is absurd shit.
Yeah.
Like, we got to get back to being America first. All these people that come out here and say Israel's our greatest ally nonstop, those people are being paid to say that. A lot of them are dual agents, and they serve and make decisions that hurt our citizens in favor of that country. That makes no sense. Okay? And it could be any country. And this is just another example of that. Our country is so corrupt and so bloated. It needs a massive realignment, and one of the realignments that it needs is that we need to eliminate these foreign interests, whether it's monetary or representative or ownership of land, from America completely. Those things should not be allowed.
Dude, my issue, I don't understand why that's such a hard position to have. You know what I'm saying? Like it does.
It's not.
To me, it's common sense.
It is common sense.
You know, and the other issue
It is
here,
common sense. People just look for a reason to call you something. It's just like when we did the fucking show on George Floyd, and we were right, and we said the guy died of fucking fentanyl and all this shit, and everybody got pissed and said we're racist, right? When we fucking said Ukraine was bullshit, we got called all that bullshit. Okay. When we said that we're America first, not Palestine or Israel, we got called anti-Semitic. It's not anti-Semitic to say that Israel should not have dual fucking agents or dual citizens in our government. It's not anti-Semitic to say that we shouldn't be serving their interest over our own. That's just nationalism. That's just saying our people matter most. Our people matter first, and once our people are taken care of, then we can discuss doing things for our ally. I'm not here to argue who's an ally and who's not an ally, because we're going to have probably some different opinions. But the truth of the matter is until our country looks like fucking Dubai, where you can walk down the street and you don't get mugged, you don't get fucked with, our cities are clean, our streets are clean, people, you know, are there's a high trust in our society. Until we get to that, we have no business doing anything with anyone else. And these politicians up in Washington, this is how they get rich, dude. This is how they stay in power. They serve the interests of other countries. Other countries wire them money, or their uncle's money, or their brothers, or their family, like Joe Biden. You know, 10% for the big guy, and they peddle their influence. Bro, that's treasonous behavior, and it needs to stop. It has to stop completely. And we need to fucking demand that it stops. Yep. And we can't get upset when they call us anti-Semitic or this or racist or misogynist or this or that. There's nothing wrong with telling the truth and saying this is how it should be. There's nothing wrong with standing up for your own rights in your own country. There's nothing wrong with standing up for your own people. And guys, we are all in this boat together as Americans. This is not left, right, gay, straight, black, white. When we go to fucking Russia, they say there's an American. When we go to China, they say there's an American. They don't say there's a black American, a white American, a Jewish American. They don't say that shit. And these people continuously divide us along every line of contention that we could possibly have, whether it be politics or our gender or, fucking race or sexual orientation or anything else. They work to divide us as much as possible because they understand that if we are fractured, we are powerless, and they get to keep the power. And when you think about how much effort and how much money and how much time and how much propaganda they put into dividing us, it should be very simple to see what they are afraid of. And until we, the American people, all of them get together and say, hey, we're together on this, they're going to have the power. And when we do that, we'll have the power. But if we're going to argue over all this shit and continually call each other names and fight, we look like clowns on the world stage, bro. No one else in the world acts like that. It's not happening. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, all of this shit should be illegal. All of it should be, stopped. And, that's one of the things I was talking about yesterday. Like, somebody asked me, they're like, well, you said, you don't really agree with Trump on some things. What are some of the things you don't agree with? Well, I just feel like he needs to be far more radical than what he's actually, I have the opposite opinion. Mm-hmm. Like, people are like, oh, this guy's Hitler. I'm like, no, he's not. He's not Hitler at all.
No.
I don't even think that he's aggressive enough. I don't think that he's aggressive enough in his policy, bro. I think is he really going to deport all these people? I don't know, but they need to go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Is he going to shrink the size of the government by fucking 50%? Because that's a good start. Is he going to lower our tax to 10% because that's where it should be? Those are things that matter. They matter to all of us, and they would make a huge difference. But is he going to do that? I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Are we going to wipe the books clean of all the unnecessary regulation and law that we have? Things that have piled up over 249 years or 48 years? Are we gonna clean this up so we can, maybe build a chicken coop in our yard without having to get permission, or grow some food in our garden without having to get permission? This is absurd. It's way past freedom. It might have been free 150 years ago, but it's fucking way past that. The elite ruling class has done what the elite ruling class does across history. They make rule after rule after rule after rule after rule until all the rules say that they own all the shit and the peasants don't get anything, and their quality of life goes to zero. So that's where we are in this country. And if Donald Trump's going to come in and recognize that and fix all that, great. I think he'll be the greatest president that ever lived. But if he doesn't, it's still a better option than what we got down the other path, and we can use that as a bridge to take it further the next time. That's my opinion on the situation.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Down in the comments, let us know what you guys think. Great work, A.G. Bailey.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how, like, our two friends, the friends that we know and support, are the ones that are kicking everybody's ass in government?
Everywhere.
Eric Schmidt and Andrew Bailey, both from Missouri, both been on the show multiple times, both personal friends, and they don't give a fuck. They are stomping on dicks, dude. And that's what we need.
Small yellow ones.
We need more. Yeah. We need more little sushi roll. We need more of that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Shout out A.G. Bailey, bro. Appreciate you guys. With that being said, man, let's get to our final segment of the show. As always, we have thumbs up or dumb as fuck. Now, this is a good one for you. Tying all of this in, we got to bring this shit back home. We got to bring back this love of country. And there's a really, really cool place that's doing that, and I think this is pretty awesome. So with that being said, our thumbs up or dumb as fuck headline reads, Patriot Ice Cream Shop rewards free soft serve to kids able to recite Pledge of Allegiance through July. I think this is pretty fucking cool. I like ice cream.
Ice cream's good. Joe Biden likes it.
Joe Biden does like ice cream. He does. It's part of the...
What's your favorite ice cream? Lactose free, all of them? Is that what Joe said? Which one is really your favorite?
I mean, are we being fancy? What are we doing?
Like, I'm sure you're going to come out with some fucking butter pecan bullshit. Tell me about it. Let's hear.
Well, so there is a place. I'll give them a shout out. There's a place downtown.
What's it called?
It's called The Fountain.
Okay.
You know about The Fountain, don't you? No?
I don't think I've ever been there.
Yeah, it's down on, I think it's off of Olive, I think. It's called The Fountain, though, bro. But, bro, it's all handmade ice cream. And they have like this little thing called...
they hand churn it?
Bro.
Like grandma used to do?
Bro, listen.
Bro, my great grandma, she used to hand churn ice cream. It was fucking awesome.
Bro. And they make this thing. You can get this thing. It's called the pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah.
And bro, like they take a slice of pineapple upside down cake, put that in the bottom of the thing.
Yeah.
And then like coconut ice cream. And like, bro, it's ridiculous.
You ever had, have you had, do you like frozen custard or ice cream?
Yeah, sure.
Bro, I take frozen custard.
Take both, yeah.
Yeah. We got two of the best frozen custard places ever.
Ted Drew's and Andy's.
Yeah, Ted Drew's and Andy's.
Those are good spots. That was
they're
also,
both different too.
Yeah.
Like they're different.
Yeah.
I like them both.
Like completely different. For
I
sure.
mean, Ted Drew's is an
staple.
icon.
Staple.
But Andy's pretty good too.
There was another place too. Now you might get shot trying to go there. It's up in Jennings called Velvet Freeze.
Oh, they used to have those Velvet Freezes all over.
Really? Okay. Yeah, it was a Velvet Freeze. It was like a little old man.
It's still there?
Yeah.
Huh.
Still there. Yeah.
There used to be a good one in South County called Spanky's.
Spanky's.
That place was awesome.
Yeah, I love ice cream.
But dude, if I'm taking ice cream, my favorite is mint chocolate chip.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Mint chocolate chip is good.
Sounds about white.
You don't like that?
I think that's a white person thing.
No.
It's funny that everybody that's saying no is all white. I think.
Do you like mint chocolate chip?
Well, I think I stand proven here.
Well, Syed said no.
Yeah. Right, he doesn't like it because he's not white.
Look at you guys agreeing. You guys should make up. You guys gonna kiss now?
Come on, man. Anyway, back to the kids. In the late afternoon on any given Monday in July, the kids all know to gather here to celebrate their common love of America and ice cream. Eskimo King lives along Market Street in Swansea and still has that old-time mom-and-pop ice cream shop feel, handing out soft serve by the cone
This
cup.
is local?
Cookie. No, I think they're actually, let me see.
Swansea's over in Illinois, bro.
I think there's a few Swanseas, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, this is in Maine.
So Eskimo King of Swansea, Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Please
continue.
No, MA is Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Maine is ME.
Right. Is it? MI.
ME.
Is it?
Yeah, MI is Michigan.
Know your shit.
Yeah.
Good job.
So Eskimo King of Swansea.
Massachusetts.
I thought you just said it was Maine.
Shit. No, it's Massachusetts. MA.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So they serve an eye-popping 350 flavors, everything you can imagine from caramel nut crunch to shark bite and everything in between. Have all the colors of the rainbow, but every Monday this month, their specialty will be red, white, and motherfucking blue. For kids, celebrating America with them by stepping up to their open-air service windows under a flag-beckoned awning, they will hand out free ice cream to all who tilt their head up to one of those youthful smiling cashiers and ask. There's only one question. If they're 12 and under, if they can recite the pledge by memory, Eskimo King owner Nancy Demos, who's 67, told the Epoch Times, if they have older siblings, sometimes they help them if they struggle at the window, but they'll get free ice cream. So Miss Demos added that the girls at the till will help a child fumbling with the word indivisible just on the tip of their tongue, or one who is otherwise stuck. One way or another, everybody gets their ice cream, she said. The Massachusetts town is right beside Bristol, Rhode Island, and so every 4th of July parade held by their neighboring town ultimately brings visitors in for ice cream, draped from head to toe in red, white, and blue. Very quote, very patriotic, so it fits right in, Miss DeMoss said. Eskimo King is only too happy to serve. So yeah, cool.
Dang.
Yeah.
Their ice cream looked good.
Yeah, it does. What do you notice about that picture? Why is it black on the bottom?
The what? That's the cone. That's the cone.
Yep, because everybody just pours into us, huh?
If it was a black cone, there'd be nothing in it.
God. Y'all are up, man.
You're the one that starts this shit here. Listen, dude, here's the deal. What do you say? Here's what I don't like. I don't like that the kids get help and that everybody gets their ice cream. This is meritocracy. They need to heighten their standards. All right? If they can't do it, tell them to go home and practice. We're not helping anybody by giving them free shit.
You turning this little girl down, bro?
Yes. Get the fuck out of here. You go fucking practice, come back later. What, you're not?
No, man.
You're going to let her fucking get by?
Yeah, give it to her, bro.
That's how they end up with participation mindset.
Bro,
if
she tries.
Listen, in fact, if she gets it wrong, somebody should spank her. Yeah, lock her in a cage until she says it right, then she can get out of the cage.
Yeah, all right.
See, this is why I don't have kids. Come on,
bro,
dude.
You be giving all that ice cream out.
Bullshit. Now, if it was like ducks or something, I'd be giving it to them. Or dogs. And little kids are going to grow up to be little shitheads.
Yeah, maybe.
They'll be trying to steal the ice cream. See, this is what's happening. You're teaching them to get free ice cream. They're going to come back when they're 13 and hold you up for their free fucking ice cream. If you teach them to actually get the thing right, then they know they got to pay. They got to do the right thing. We can't be soft on these kids, man.
No soft serve.
That's how we got here.
Yeah.
Anyway, good on them though. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool. She looks like a sweet old lady.
She
man.
does, but she needs to get tougher. She needs to get tougher. Yeah. We gotta have a talk.
Yeah, you gotta get a little bite.
She does look like a nice lady.
Yeah, she does look sweet.
Yeah,
I think that's cool.
There's no way that little girl said her Pledge of Allegiance. That's bullshit. That ice cream cone's as big as her, dude. Look at that thing.
They look good, man.
They do look good. That looks like a good spot.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Massachusetts.
That whole thing looks right, bro. Look at the.
It just looks perfect.
Wait. What's that on the mascot's face up on the sign?
Oh, fuck.
What is that?
Oh, no.
That's a fucking mask.
No.
That's a fucking mask on their mascot.
Fuck. Oh,
What are you doing?
bro?
That lady yelled at everybody about putting masks on.
Yeah, what if they're trolling it? No, they're not.
Well, here's what I'll say. She's old, and it did disproportionately affect old people.
It's true.
We'll give her a pass.
All right.
See, I catch
How'd you
everything, bro.
point that out,
I fucking
man?
catch everything.
God damn. You're fuck.
Place does look right, though.
No, it does
like
look
that.
good.
Like you pull up there, bro, you know you're getting something good.
You're getting a good cup of diabetes.
Bro, that's like you know what I love, dude? I love gas stations that are like that. Like gas
Like the old
stations
schools?
that are still old. They got like, you walk in, it feels like 1985, dude. They got like a cigarette machine over there, and like, I love that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I like it.
Two separate entrances and shit.
Yeah, I like it, dude. Yeah, of course. Not that old. Not that old.
All right,
Bro,
man.
that was so
good
long
times.
ago.
Yeah.
Huh? That was the 60s. This was the 80s.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Look at that ice cream sandwich.
Bro, it looks great. I love sugar cookies.
Man, that's like a chocolate chip / sugar cookie.
Yeah, I love them.
Think she makes them herself? I think it's her recipe.
Guaranteed. Those are fresh baked. Bro, you like, come on. She's doing that shit every goddamn day.
Yeah, that looks like a good spot.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thumbs up, man. Getting the kids to try.
Yeah,
I like it.
I do too.
All right. Well, guys, Andy, that's all I got.
All right. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.